Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be looking at the TMNT Stumps Arena Presents 4-pack from NECA Toys. And like always, starting off with the packaging, you will see the guys looking awesome in their open displayed window. You'll see some beautiful marquees on top of the packaging. As always, you'll see that beautiful art that's consistent with the NECA toy line. A beautiful Stump Wrestling logo right here in the middle. Moving on to the back, and you will see some beautiful product placement images. Some future releases, including Leatherhead and Cryin Hound. Some more product placement images and some future releases, including Ace Duck and a mystery partner. And as far as these guys out the bat, you can tell they do manage to keep an individualism while all looking similar in the same way. And starting off with Michelangelo, as you can see, he's got a very odd facial expression. But as far as colors go, I do love the way the orange bounces off this green and vice versa. And moving on to that face sculpt as well, it's very eccentric. It's very cool. I do like it. And the colors on this guy really do, like I said, they do really pop. I do like the way the shell kind of dampens that glow. But speaking of these figures, I know Raphael does have less sculpt. I do consider to be the Mikey, in my opinion, the weakest of the group. Talking about one of the, and if possibly the strongest in the group, I want to say this Leonardo sculpt is absolutely magnificent. I do like his straps across his chest, do like his knee, elbow, and shoulder armor. I'm liking the yin yang up in the front, logo up in the middle. That helmet just really sets it over the top. And as far as facial expressions, I think Leonardo looks like he's ready to get down to business. Now, as far as Donatello goes, he's the only one that to my knowledge, has a core common relation to a wrestler. He is supposed to be emulating or looking like the immortal Hulk Hogan, which lets me know that he did say his prayers and eat his vitamins today. And as far as the sculpt goes, I do like the shirt that's over him. I do like that red contrast to the shirt. And as far as the facial expression, another good looking one. This guy looks excited to be getting out there. And moving on to Raphael, I want to say, even though he's got the less sculpt on him or sculpting on him, this is my favorite turtle in the group. And I want to say it has to do something with the bias. When they return from Stumps Arena back to normal life, Raphael is the only guy in the Archie comics that continues wearing the costume further past the wrestling days. But as far as colors, I do love that deep black. I love that blue and the way it just highlights and contrasts and brings a depth to what would be normally just what you would consider a 2-day figure paint job, and it just really brings it to life. And adding Leatherhead into the mix, here you got him lifting Leonardo, trying to give him a what you would consider a gorilla press. And when it comes to photography, you have Leonardo paying homage to the amazing Macho Man Randy Savage with that flying elbow off the top rope. But these guys are immaculate posable. When I tell you that these guys have been re-engineered, they're 100% new sculpts. These guys got more posability than you can imagine. And moving on to the accessories, all of them will come with that fist. You will have a chair that does open up, a fire extinguisher, your ring bell, you will have a sledgehammer, and you will have open hands or flat hands, thumbs up, pointing hands, some treats for the kids, including ice cream and some beverages, and some more open hands. Raphael will be the only one that has a set of hands, and the other ones will be interchangeable with the other remaining turtles in the group. And when it comes to moving on and adding figures to these guys, especially if you have a ring, you can really bring life and get some great scenery and photography out of these guys. When it comes to posability and whatnot, you will have a lot of fun. I think these guys do great out of the package. And when it comes to articulation, for those that haven't noticed, you will have neck movement. This is the first time that I know of, and I do own a lot of NECAs, where the neck moves, as you can notice. You will have a lot of great articulation on the head, up and down, forward and around will move just great. And as far as the arm, you will have the full 360 degree. You do have a bicep swivel. You do have a double hinge on that elbow. You will have the normal wrist articulation with rotation and bends forward and back. You will have a double hinge on the legs, which will give you some great bending backwards. You do have some foot articulation. When it comes to splits, you will be able to get a full Van Damme split out of this guy. As far as leg movement, you do have that shell hindering the back, but thanks to the front being able to give way, you will be able to have some great kicks forward. And moving on to more photography, here you got these guys going off the top rope for what I would consider a double frog splash onto Cryin Hound. And I can't express this enough, guys. I'm having so much fun putting these guys into wrestling, poses, and photography. Maybe that has something to do with me being a mark for wrestling growing up as an 80s kid in the golden era. But as far as moving on with these turtles, if you can find these guys in stores, get them.